Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my dining room. It's another Tuesday, so that means it's time for another Tiny Tidy Tuesday. And as usual, I only have a few minutes before I have to head off to work. So we're going to be starting a new project today, working on some of the boxes in my basement, which is really out of control. So I think the best way for me to tackle this is just to bring one box up at a time and work on that, because if I go down there, I just get so overwhelmed I don't know what to do. So pick a spot that you want to do a little decluttering and join along with me today, and stay tuned for that, and welcome to my dining room. So this is the state of just one section of my basement. It gives you the idea of what's basically happening everywhere in my basement, which is some of the things I've stored have gotten taken out to be played with and then not put back. Other things I just need to go through. So I think what I'm going to do is start on this cabinet and just see if there's anything on here that I know I can declutter. And I'm already thinking this box right here is something I need to go through. So let me take a look at that, and then I'll bring that up to the dining room so we can do a little decluttering. Okay, well, I've already found something that I didn't even know was up here. So I have this really nice cake carrying container. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm not sure that I even still need it, because I have another one that I know where it is, and that's the one I always go to. So I'm just going to declutter this and put this in my Goodwill donate pile. And then this box has all kinds of VHS from my days teaching dance, and so they're just different training VHS videos, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So it's already gotten hard, but this is getting really dusty and dirty. I think eventually I would like to get some of these either transferred to DVD or just purchase a DVD replacement, but for right now I just want to get something done. So I'm going to get a plastic tote and put those in there, and that way they're not going to get dusty. So let's see what else is up here. I decided just to start on the top. All right, so this is a box of invitation leftovers from, oh, I take that back. It was the invitations from our wedding that I printed myself. It has our engagement photos and leftovers from our wedding. So once again, I probably need to go through that and decide what I'm going to do, but it's getting really dusty and dirty up there. So I think I need to take this upstairs and work on figuring out what I want to keep out of there. Some of it is sentimental, some of it's probably just stuff that needs to be recycled. This is my husband's Halloween costume, so I'm actually going to put that over here because this is his shelf. So that's going to sit right there. And then this is a game which we haven't played in a long time. Oh, two games actually. This would be a game to put up in our front room where we have all the games. And I will ask my husband about this because I think if it was up there we would actually be playing it, and we're not playing it down here. So far so good. I'm kind of figuring out at least what I have. All right, and then I have speakers and a part of our sound system from the old house, which I don't know what to do with because really that's more my husband's domain, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. So let me start with one box at a time. I'll take this up to the dining room, clean up a few things, rehome a few things, declutter a few things, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart, I think, and wash it out because it's pretty dusty. So this one I'm just going to set in the kitchen sink so I can take it apart and wash it and dry it, and then this will get donated. So I'm just going to set that aside for right now. Then I brought in my favorite Healthy Home cleaning spray from Jordan Essentials. This is no longer in our catalog this fall, but I'm hoping it comes back in the spring. So I'm just going to wipe down this game a little bit because it's kind of dusty and gritty from being up on that shelf. And then when my husband comes home, I can ask him if he's good with keeping this and if we want to just store it in our front room where we have all of our games. Okay, this one I know for sure is a game that I just want to put in the front room. It's just one of those little elimination games with the pegs. So that will go with the games. And then this is another thing. So I'm just gonna spray down this box because it is dirty. Okay. All right, so now let me look through here really quickly and just see what I have. So there's an engagement announcement from the paper. I would like to keep that. Our wedding trivia, which is just kind of fun, but I feel like both of those could go in our wedding album. The wedding engagement photos on a DVD. And then I have, let's see, the RSVP cards. I don't think I need to keep those anymore. Another invite. There are some of our wedding photos. So that is my husband and I back when we were so young. So those will definitely, I want to put those in the wedding album. Okay. Oh, some of these have notes on the back, so I imagine this is why I wanted to keep some of these, but let's see, they're basically just regrets. So I will go through these real quickly and just grab any that have a note so that I can keep those if I want. Some of them are just basically their regrets, but some of them are a little bit longer notes, so I'm going to keep those. And some other people may say, oh, get rid of them all, and that's a possibility, but for now, I want to keep the ones that have a note. So, okay, so I'm keeping those. This is a little game we played, which was wedding advice for the happy couple, and it was like a Mad Libs. So I'll keep that. That can go in the wedding album too. These are just extra little sticky squares. Don't need those. These are some of the photos I had printed. So we'll hang on to those. Those could go in the wedding album. So these are just the seals left over from, I wonder if I should, let me see. These are the printed invitations. I'm okay keeping just maybe one or two of those to put into the wedding album. So I'll keep those. These are the envelopes. Just see if there's anything in here. So I'm thinking if there's enough supplies here, I may donate what is still something that could be used because someone else may want to use these. So I have thank you notes that were unused. These are the little sticky thank you part. Let me see. Envelopes. Well, the envelopes are, some of them are pre-printed. Those I'll recycle. These have not been printed, so those could stay in there. And this has been printed with the details. So I will keep just a couple in there for the album. And then these are printed as well, so I'll have to recycle those. These have not been printed, so those could be used. And oh, I have our magnets. I don't know if I need to keep a whole bunch of save the date magnets, so we'll just maybe put one in there and I'll have to pitch the rest. And then these are blank thank you cards. So the cards I can pass on, the envelopes pre-printed with my name and address I cannot, but there's some more blank envelopes. So that is just enough stuff that maybe someone else would like to use it. Let me go knock the dust out of this. Okay, so that is all something. I'm going to keep one envelope to contain it all, and then the rest can go in here and someone else could enjoy using those. Those are gonna get recycled. And I am gonna mark out, there is no longer 30 in here, so we'll mark that out. That way these can be donated along with the pie carrier, the cake carrier. And these will go in our, let's see. Oh, and these are actually multiple copies of the same thing, so I don't need multiple copies. I'll just keep one copy of that, so then the rest can get recycled. Okay, so this is everything that goes in our wedding album, along with our announcement from the paper. So that I'm just gonna place somewhere else. That'll go in our wedding album. All right, and then the dance DVDs, or I'm sorry, the dance VHS, the dance VHS. I also want to ask my sisters, so my mom had a dance studio growing up, and so I have one sister that is currently teaching dance, and periodically we have done different dance things over the years, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to get rid of these, just in case someone else would want to either convert them to DVD or has a way to play them, but there may be some, I don't know. I need to ask them, I guess, is the thing. Some of these are our dance recital videos, which I would love to be able to show my daughter, so I'll definitely have to look into getting some of these converted. Some of these, I'm not sure that they are worth keeping, so I think I'm just going to keep the ones that I know I would like to get a version of. Now these are all things I think I could probably get rid of. I'll just double check that my sister doesn't want to keep them, but they're basically things you could find online at this point. That one I think I will keep. So, okay. What else? I don't know what this one is. Oh, that's a dance recital video. We'll keep that. Yoga class. I don't need that. So I'm basically just keeping the ones that are of some sentimental value, or I think I might at some point want to try to get transferred to a DVD. Okay. Which isn't that many. This one. There's one more card. Dance recital, and I don't need that. Okay, so then this dusty old box can get recycled, so that way what I am keeping is going to be stored in something that won't get damaged down in the basement, and this is going to go on the shelf. So hopefully in doing this I'll end up with a little better organized basement system, and then I'm going to double check with my sisters and probably just have to pitch these. I don't think you can recycle them, but I'll look into it first. These will go in the wedding album. This and this will get donated, and this I will double check with my husband, and this will also get recycled.
The best part is putting this box up on the shelf. Even though it doesn't look like much, I feel a lot better knowing I've started the project and it can only get better from here.
That was a pretty quick declutter project, and hopefully that will give you some motivation to get a little decluttering done as well. I have to head off to work, so thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to check that description down below where I'll have the playlist for all the ladies doing their Tiny Tidy Tuesday projects. And of course, stay tuned because I'll be back next week with more boxes from the basement to work on decluttering. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.